A little bit more about this idea of direct and indirect path. So again, the indirect path is going to church, praying, meditating, yoga, um, inner work, shadow work, all those things, and they're all fantastic. But for some people, after a while, you start, man, I'm doing all this stuff, and I still got the same things. It just won't resolve. And I've done all this inner child work and all this healing work and all these things, but maybe there's something missing it's been kind of like a thorn in your side that you don't want to look at. And maybe one of the things is that you are God expressing itself. What if you are? What if there's that you looked at the resistance of that you thought that was a blasphemy thing to say, or that God would be pissed at you for saying something, or even contemplating something like that? I mean, would you consider that God was so amazing, so all as everything, that it would also be you expressing God? So I feel like the people that I've worked with, mostly everybody needs to expand their idea of God. That God isn't something that you look towards or that you call in and that you pray into your life. Life is God. You are expressing God in your life. God is experiencing all of your suffering and all the things that you've ever done, all those things that you're ashamed of. It was God having that experience. Imagine that was the one thing to let go of any resistance of. Just imagine right now. I know it may be a hard thing to contemplate, but what if you did? What if you just let go? Just imagine what that would be like if you just let it. No, devil's not going to come in. No, Satan's not going to come in. What if none of that happened? Anything that your mind starts to put in there around fear, that's your mind, but that's not the truth. Imagine that imagine the greatest, the most beautiful truth. Not what your mind wants to fill you with fear. What if you're more determined than your fearful mind? What if any idea of God was just too small, that you can't even get there? Imagine that you've got these goggles on and you're looking through life through these goggles, and everything you perceive and everything you understand and everything that you believe is done through these goggles, like it's got this certain distortion to it. And the only way that you can see God and experience what God really is to take off the goggles. The only way. You're never going to understand, fully comprehend what that is until you take the goggles off. And the only way the goggles come off, one of them, is to have a death experience. It can't be seen through the distortion. It's all like every time you start to consider it, it can't get there. Every time you come close to thinking that you've understood it, it's like love, the same kind of thing. The closer you get to understanding it, the further you get from it, because you're looking at it through the distortion. You're screwed either way. Open your idea of God. Expand your idea of God. That anytime that you come across an idea that has any emotional expression, like in itself, or any reaction, like if God has a reaction, why would God have a reaction? If God is everything, that creates everything, how could God have a reaction? How could God have any judgment about anything? Because God is everything. It doesn't make any sense. Anything that is like that has the same qualities as a person or a personality. Oh, nope, missed it. Nope, it's too squashed down. It's too physical. If God believes that this side should win and that side should lose, or these people are better than the other people, That isn't God. Maybe that's a God, but that's not God. Because God is the beat down and the exalted. God is the loved and the unloved. God is the winners and the losers. Has to be. And the reason why I can't stop talking about this, because it's so liberating. It finally gives me to see what I can't see. And that I'm in that. Not me, the character Daniel. I'm the dream of this. I'm the projection of consciousness. So I don't get lost in that, I, the projection of consciousness, is the... No, it's what's animating this. It's what is aware of whatever feeling that is.